missing the target from there, you want bloody shooting. Oh, it's crap. Oh, it's bloody rubbish. It's rubbish.
But how do you react, though, when someone, you know, from your playing staff comes in and says, boss, I think you're doing this wrongly?
Good. Well, I ask him which way he thinks it should be done. We get down to it, and then we talk about it for 20 minutes, and then we decide I was right.
Hey, how we doing, guys? LongHaired Yeti in the house. I had to wait till Jez finished his stream because he's absolute legend. Make sure you subscribe to Arsenal History and more. And also the other streams I've been on today. There've been some mega streams today, man. We've got a wicked community going on here. Early doors, Op Fuzz. Make sure you sign up for them, man. Make sure you sub to them because they're absolutely awesome. Anyone wants to come on, just give me a shout and I will drop the stream. Carl Rossi, mate, come up, man. Come up, man. Let's have you on. I'll push myself like Havertz if asked what his position is. That mythical Yeti. Yes, man. Yes, man. The streams have been elite today. They have, mate. Lee Gunner on the streams. Mate, there's been so many really awesome streams today. It's just been absolutely amazing. Early doors, big up, man. Fucking love you, man. You're awesome. All of you, I love all of you, man. But I just don't want to sort of cross the streams. You know, this ain't fucking Ghostbusters. So, you know, it's just been epic. It's just been epic. We've got such a good community going on here. And I'm thinking about adding Deji Spurs to it. So we've got a Spurs fan in there as well. And we can sort of work it through like that. And just, you know, you'll get some shit. If you lose to them, you'll get some shit. And if you beat them, then you get them shit. And that's the way it works. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a set up soon after joining live someday. You've got to, mate. You've got to, man. I want you on cam. 100%. BVB David. Big up, my dude. Big up, man. You're always there to support. Early doors, if you want to come on or anybody wants to come on, I'll drop you the stream. I want to know who's being Zool. I'm Zool, mate. How's it go? I ain't watched the game for ages. I watched the game with me. I ain't watched the film for ages. Are you a god? Then die. I think that's good enough. And then they shoot him off the thingy. And then all of a sudden they get this Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. What a film. I mean, the best line in it, I think, is like when he's talking about the Twinkie. And then all of a sudden Ray comes in and he goes, you need to know about the Twinkie. But what about the Twinkie? That is just such good acting. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'll get us both banned yet if I go live. I don't care, mate. You just come on in and you be yourself. I'm always myself, you know, so I can't expect anybody to be any different. You know, don't use the C word, but you know, use every other word you want to use. I ain't give two fucks, to be honest. Okay, I'll be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Got the rolls ready. Yeah, actually, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man did have a bald head, so you could probably work that one. To be fair, has anybody seen the new like Ghostbusters film? Well, not remake, but it's like a, you know, can you remember a Ghostbusters type of film? I think it's quite good actually. It's a bit woke on the actors and all that kind of stuff, but I think it's decent. It's not bad. Could have been worse, to be fair. Right, okay. So at the end of the day, right, this is like a review. I've done it as a Forest Sheffield review, but I'm going to do it as like a complete week review. What the Afterlife one? Yeah, that film. What do you think of that? Do you think it was good? I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was all right, and I like the guy from Stranger Things anyway. So, I thought it was quite decent, to be fair. And it was for me, it was more like a "Can you remember Ghostbusters?" So they might actually sort of carry it on and do more with it. I don't know. I think that's the impression I got anyway. That was what they was going to do. Um, Right, anyway, let's get on to it. Right, so basically, the first thing I want to tell you is the way that Forest mow the grass. No, I don't. No, I don't want to do that. That's just a private joke between me and other people that know what it's all about. Wife is a massive fan of The Witcher, played all the games and read the books. That series is an abomination. 100%. 100%. Mate, I played all the games. I loved the first one. Wasn't keen on the second one because it was too much like a console game. And I'm a PC gamer. And it was too much like quick time shit. And I did not like that. The first one was absolutely amazing. The series was great until they went all woke and like put people into it. And I mean, the game is more about Triss than the other glass. I can't remember her name now, but the game is more about Triss. So I don't understand what they was doing there. Yeah, it was good and nice way of seeing Harold Ramis after his passing. Yep, 100%. Mr. Jamino, hello. How you doing, buddy? You all right? Yeah, I understand that cutting grass joke. Yeah, mate, it was honestly, it's hilarious because I just made it up. And the fact that Jez said, "You're talking to people about cutting grass," and I was just laughing my fucking tits off. Honestly, I was laughing my tits off because I just made it up. And Mr. B's face was like, "Oh, I never said anything about Tussy." It was fucking hilarious. No disrespect to Mr. B, though. We sorted it out. We got everything sorted out. So if he does watch, no disrespect there. Make sure you follow him as well, Mr. B. Football Live. No, hold up. Mr. B Hive of Chat. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, make sure you follow Mr. B Hive of Chat. Witcher has one of the best lore I've ever seen. Yes, it's awesome, mate. Yennefer. Yeah, that's it. They made it all about Yennefer, and it wasn't about Yennefer, you stupid pricks. Right, Tony Ibarra, man. Big up, man. You're awesome, mate. Glad I added you to the channel, the Instagram, because you are just hilarious. You are such a funny guy, and I love that. I like funny people. I don't like people that are funny in the head, although I do like serial killers. So maybe I do like people who are funny in the head. But that's. I'm not saying you're a serial killer, but I'm just waxing lyrical. Too long. Big up, man. Yeah, absolutely. My guys, 3-1. Come on. Yes, absolutely. That's what she said, and we broke up. Oh well. Tony Ibarra with all the hammers, and also Jimmy Early Doors. Yeah, too many real ones. Yeah, we are all real ones. We'll all talk it real. This is Lee Gunner's fault. You know that, don't you? This is Lee Gunner's fault because we always watching Lee Gunner, and we just thought, you know what, we've got an opinion as well, so we're going to get on here and we're going to do it. I mean, at the minute, Forest are doing all right in a respect, but we're still going to keep it real. We're always going to keep it real. Right, and getting on to that, Friday night, Forest against Sheffield United. Right, awesome first off. Scored an awesome goal with Iwanyi. He's going to be a major problem for every Premier League team this season, 100%. Even Man United fans are saying we'd love to have him, And, at the end of the day, yeah, he is a good player. And I think he's going to have a massive season. I really do think he's going to have a massive season. If you early doors, if you want to come on, you can come on, mate. I think he's going to have a massive season. I think he's going to be a cracking player for us this season. At the end of the day, what you got to take into account with Awonyi is the fact that when we got him from the Bundesliga, yeah, he was only third down in the goal scoring charts to Erling Haaland and Lewandowski. So he's obviously got something to offer in that respect. You know what I mean? Damn that league gunner, creating a group of real ones and friends. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love the guy. I think he's absolutely awesome. He really is. You crack me up, my guy. Yes, Tony Ibarra, absolutely awesome. I'm going to add a few more of them actually from the chat eventually to the Instagram group because I think it's better to have them in there instead of them being out of the way sort of thing. Do you know? So I'm actually going to add a few more of them into the chat so they can be part of everything because I think that makes a big difference. You know what I mean? Look, bro, blessed week ahead. Yep, I would do, mate. But indoors is giving me evils right now. Okay, buddy, no problem. I mean, I know you've got a bald head, but I've not seen the thumbprint on it. But it's obviously on there somewhere. Yeti, what setup do you have? Is it a set camera and mic? Forgive me, I'm IT challenged. Mate, all I've got right is the camera cost me about £15-20 and the microphone cost me about 50 quid. That's it, man. It don't cost money to stream. These people that keep saying like, oh, please sub, please give me this money, give me this money, this, that, and the other, because it costs money to stream. It don't cost fuck all, mate. Don't cost nothing. You can do it on anything at the end of the day. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your phone if you wanted to. So don't believe this bullshit about, oh, it cost me so much money to stream. No, it don't cost shit, mate. You can do it on a budget, 100%. 100%. I was once in an Insta group chat and people were adding John Cena, Alexis Sanchez, official, etc. It was hilarious. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I ain't gonna be doing all that. Yeah, it's Lee Gunner's fault. How dare he introduce me to you lovely people? I want my money back. Yeah, you need to contact Lee Gunner, man. He'll sort it out, mate. How many fucking cans are in the window? There's a lot of cans, mate. There's a lot of cans. You know me, mate. You know how I roll. There's a hell of a lot of cans. Always. Tony Claude Gunner, mate. That show with you and Deji Spurs was absolutely awesome. I was laughing so much. That show was absolutely awesome. So much fun. So much fun. It's John Cena. Yeah, you can't see me. I'm hiding behind the pop filter. So yeah, you can't see me. I'm John Cena. Right. Anyway, Friday. I don't know what you guys thought. I don't know if you watched the game, but I thought scoring one goal like early on was awesome. And we looked really good, and it looked like we was really going to take the game to them. But fair play to Sheffield United because they really started to dig in and they really started to play us hard, which, fair play to them, man. I mean, at the end of the day, and we just sort of like dropped back. And I was getting so annoyed at Cooper. Why are you doing these tactics this season as well? And all this, that, and the other. Cooper says in the post-match conference that he thought we should have put the game to bed a lot sooner. So it's not Cooper, is it? It's the players. It's the players that are like thinking like that and starting to drop back. So it's got nothing to do with Cooper. So basically, we score one goal from Awonyi. Amazing cross from Sergio Aurier. And then basically Sheffield United start going at us. Turner made an absolute brilliant save, a one-on-one, and he made an awesome save. Turner did. Absolutely awesome. So thank you, Arsenal. Thanks, Arsenal, for giving us Turner. I had a feeling he was going to be something good, to be fair. And, absolute brilliant save. Few brilliant saves from Turner and really good distribution as well. So I appreciate that from your Arsenal big time. I do 100% appreciate that. And then it became like a really scrappy game. And Sheffield United had so many chances and they was really going for us. And, as much as the needle is with Sheffield United, with what happened in the Championship playoffs, I thought they really played hard. I did. I thought they really played hard. And I wish them every bit of luck, that they're going to stay in this league. It's tough. It's difficult. At one point, I wanted to get a Sheffield United fan on so that we could do a preview and stuff like that, but I sent a few messages and never got no replies, so I wasn't able to do that. That was what I wanted to do, but shit happens, don't it, at the end of the day. Mr. Tony Club gonna smash the lights, people. You know what time it is? Yeti time. Absolutely, man. It's Yeti time. If you want to come on, mate, you can come on. I'll drop you the stream. It's entirely up to you, man. And that goes for anybody in the chat. You're all fucking legends. So if you want to come on and say your piece, then you're more than welcome. Right, okay, so getting back to the game, they was on us like hell. I mean, I was on my watch along and I was just going mental. Why are we just sitting back? What the fuck are we doing? At the end of the day, we're the Premier League team. What the hell are we doing? Do we deserve to be in this league? Because it was very much like a championship game, and I don't respect that. But Cooper turning around saying afterwards that we should have put that game to bed obviously says it's not down to him that they're doing that. It's down to the players. So, we managed to, he put some good substitutions on. He puts Chris Woods on. Again, another fantastic cross from Aurier. Woods don't even jump for it. He don't need to. He just gets his head on it and he puts it in the corner of the net. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, and their goal was a worldie. It was a worldie. Absolute worldie. Straight into the top corner, just like Saka. Right foot, bang. Straight into the top corner. Absolutely awesome goal. Hopefully they do all right. But anyway, on to Saturday. Saw that Liverpool went down 1-0 against Bournemouth. I was like, oh my days, Liverpool are down 1-0 against Bournemouth. But the thing is, when you get 1-0 against Bournemouth, against Liverpool, you're in for a tough time because they're all of a sudden just going to come at you like hell, and that's exactly what they did. And they took the game, and that is what Liverpool do. And I think, to be quite honest, going back to the Arsenal Forest game, I think if Brennan Johnson had scored that goal, you would have seen a different Arsenal. Because I think Arsenal would have looked at that game then and gone, wait a minute, do these think that they can take us on at the Emirates? And I think Arsenal would have really started putting on the pressure. And I think it would have been a hell of a lot of a massively overscored game than what it was. And we would have got absolutely battered, to be honest. I actually did that idea here. It's scary. Don't think it. But yeah, so I mean that could have been nasty. I mean, we should have had a penalty at the end. To be honest, it was an handball from Rice. But it is what it is. This is the way it goes, and you just move on. We've got Arsenal at the Emirates out of the way now, so we're good in that respect, and we're better at home anyway. Well, I would have said that before Friday. We weren't exactly great on Friday, but we got the win and we got the 3 points. So what else can you ask for? So then you've got like Brighton against Wolves. Brighton absolutely smashed Wolves. I mean, Wolves are going to struggle big time. Wolves are definitely going to struggle big time. And they got a 4-0 win, I think it was. Basically, and then you've got like the Man City Newcastle game, which was awesome. but it weren't awesome. It was ish. But Foden just put on a masterclass. Foden just turned round to Pep, and when Pep said we ain't got no De Bruyne, Foden just went, hold my beer. And he just put an absolute amazing performance out there. He's one hell of a player, Foden. 100%. He was amazing. You got the Man United, Tottenham game. Basuma just bossed it. Do I think Manchester United are done? Nah, not in a million years. I think they'll give us a game in the next one. Mama Flossie, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Mama Flossie? Love to see you all the time. And also you got like the I don't think, to be quite honest, I mean, I know a lot of Man United fans are going on about, oh, we're not good, this, that, and the other. I think we've got to play them at Old Trafford. Old Trafford is a ground where it's an intimidating ground, and they had our number all the time last season. And I don't see a win coming from that. To be honest, I really don't, because our away form is not that great. Although we did all right with Arsenal, I think we was getting to them at the end, but it's just, hopefully it gets better, but I don't think it's all that great. And then you got the, I might miss some games here, guys, because I can't remember them all. So if you know them, just remind me. But yeah, you got Man City, Newcastle, which I thought Newcastle was played really well, but I didn't think they was brave enough. They went down 1-0. I just think somebody should have grabbed the ball and just not grab the ball, that's handball. But somebody should have just took the ball and just took it straight into their penalty box and tried to do something, but nobody actually shown that kind of bravery. Maybe they got overruled by the occasion. But to be fair, to lose 1-0 to Man City in the Etihad is not. He ain't bad. That's not bad in any way, shape, or form. That you've got to take respect from that, because they normally wallop people at the Etihad, so you've got to take some respect from that. At the end of the day, that's kind of the way it goes. Old Trafford is indeed intimidating. Players having to dodge falling roof tiles. Well, yeah, there is that part of it. The Queen of YouTube, absolutely. She is the Queen of YouTube. Thank you so much, Tony Ibarra. Yeah, man, she is the Queen of YouTube. The Queen a lot of things, to be honest. We have a lot of chats, and she's absolutely awesome. She is absolutely awesome. On to today's games. What was the first one? Aston Villa, Everton. They absolutely smashed Everton, and I wasn't shocked, because Aston Villa are another team that's going to be a scary proposition. But then again, you look at Newcastle. You don't have to just keep beating Man City. You just have to keep beating the teams around you, and I think they will beat a lot of teams around them. In fact, I'm going to say right now that it wouldn't shock me in a million years if Newcastle didn't go and take the lot, to be honest. Because I just think they've got a really, really good side. They've got to work on the mentality side of it, but it wouldn't shock me if they didn't take the lot this season, because I just think they're a really good team. 1-0, 1-0 against Man City at the Etihad is not something to be worried about or anything like that. It's a brilliant scoreline. It's a brilliant scoreline. Obviously, it's absolutely awesome in that respect. So you've got to give them that respect. And I keyed them out from the start of the season, and I still stand by that. And then today you've got Villa against Everton. Everton are looking weird. And then you've got Wolves as well. Wolves got battered. So Wolves are one that's really going to be struggling. which is interesting. So, I just want to see teams struggling so that we're not at the end of the day. Later on, we got Chelsea v West Ham. It was looking like Chelsea was going to take that game. And then all of a sudden, West Ham changed their tactics and started going a bit more on the counter attack. And, they changed the game. Antonio scores an absolutely awesome goal. They get a guy sent off, they go down to 10 men, but they still, saw the game out. So you can't knock them either. Nice 3-1 win against Chelsea. Tomorrow you've got Arsenal against Crystal Palace, which a lot of Arsenal fans are saying, "Oh, this is going to be really tough, and this is going to be hard, and this, that, and the other." You know how many times I've seen Arsenal fans say that a game against Crystal Palace is going to be tough, right? And every time when I watch the game, they win it every single time. So I'm not buying that. I think Arsenal will win that comfortably. To be quite honest with you, I'm gonna go 3-1, 100%. I think they'll win it 3-1. Let's have a look. Next season or two, Toon will be challenging. Yeah, 100%. I think they might be challenging this season, actually. I think the teams that they've got to play, there's a lot of points in that, and I think they'll do all right in that respect. Liverpool, again, they went 1-0 down and then they just all of a sudden decided to turn it on and they did amazing. So, but Toon's my tip. Toon is definitely my tip for doing really, really well this season. Arsenal, I think third or fourth, to be honest, because I think you've got it right in some ways, but you still haven't got that strength in depth. This is just my opinion. I don't think you have that strength in depth at all. I don't see no strength in depth at all, to be honest with you. And if you get rid of Tierney, then that strength in depth drops even more. And if you lose Saliba, then, you're looking at Rob Holding. So, nah, I mean, the window's still open. I think Arsenal need to sign more players. I think Liverpool definitely need like a CDM. They've got to I think they've just got that Saku Endo or something. I have no idea who he is. So apparently he's a good CDM. He may be. I don't know. Or is it just Liverpool again, just signing players just for the sake of signing players, just for the sake of signing players in that position? I don't know. We'll see with that one, I suppose. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and the Premiership is what it is. I mean, there's certain teams that you're gonna possibly beat, and get 3 points against. And there's certain teams that you're going to struggle with. I think Arsenal have got it going in a certain way. I wasn't convinced by our game, though, to be honest. I was not convinced by our game. What do you guys think about the game against us? I mean, I wasn't mega convinced, mate, to be honest. I think you've got good going forward and all that kind of stuff. But I just didn't understand how you. I don't think you disrespected us. I don't think that's what it comes down to. I think it just. I don't know. I don't know what it was. You just scored 2 goals, and I just thought you was going to keep going and just batter us, and you just didn't. I don't know why. Only Arteta knows that. But at the end of the day, to sort of put Timber out when he was obviously not right, everybody who's watching the game could see he weren't right. So why the hell would you do that? That made absolutely no sense whatsoever to actually do that. But at the end of the day, man, the Premier League's back, and some of the games have been absolutely amazing, and it's only just started. Are Man City the team that they was? I don't know. I think so. I think they managed that game perfectly when they went 1-0 up. So, I suppose you've got to look at it like that. You know what I mean? BVB, maybe game managing, but then Forest got one back and the match got a bit close. Yeah, exactly. And, no, but I don't think every Arsenal fan I spoke to before that game was saying 5-0, 5-1, because the one is going to get a goal. And everyone was saying that, you're going to batter us. Awoniyi was, at the end of the day, he only had 20, 30 minutes in him, and that's why he came on in second half. If Awoniyi was on from the start, then maybe he gets that chance that Johnson missed, and maybe it's a different game in that respect. I mean, I'm not saying we're at the level of taking on Arsenal at the minute, but at the end of the day, to me, you drop the ball. 2-0 down, you drop the ball. And Arteta talks about it like, oh, yeah, we controlled the game and we did this and we did this, that, and the other. Deluded, man. He's deluded. At the end of the day, if we could have managed to get that equaliser, I think we could have got the winner. I personally do think we could have got the winner because the momentum would have been with us. So I do think we could have got the winner. But the thing is, it is what it is in that respect. At the end of the day, you've got to do what you've got to do. And to be fair, I mean, if you're looking for top of the league, you should be smashing us at your place. You should be absolutely smashing us at your place. 100%. I mean, if we go to the Etihad, which I think we go to at the end of September, if we go to the Etihad, they ain't going to, if they go 2-0 up, they ain't going to all of a sudden give up and, give us a chance to come back into it. They're going to absolutely go for the throat and they're going to decimate us. And, and it's a bit worrying for Arsenal in that respect that he didn't do that. It's only the first game, so, it makes no difference at the minute. But at the end of the day, I think that's what you should have been doing. If it was us, if it was at the City ground, I mean, we'll probably only score one goal and like sit back on it. But we're at a different section to where you are at the minute. You're at the point where you want to be sort of going for titles and stuff like that. And I think you need to be showing that. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, it gets dark. It does. Absolutely. You're absolutely right in that reflection. 100%. And like I say, I mean, the thing is, right, guys, it will go the way it goes. And I think that you need more players. I really do think you need more players. You've still got loads of players, Fabian Vieira and all this, that, and the other, and they're just not good enough. I mean, and the one that we was after, what was his name? The left back, Nuno Tavares. Apparently, that talks or whatever has gone to shit. I don't really know what that's all about, but yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day, and that's the way it goes. If you don't get a player, you don't get a player, and that's it. And I think we will sign a few more players. Who they are, I don't know, because we seem to be in the bargain bucket at the minute. Because every time we're interested in somebody, everybody else is interested in somebody. So all these players on Wish.com, I don't know. Because there seems to be like a bucket where it's like, oh, this player's available, that player's available, that player's available. And then it's always Forest are interested, West Ham are interested. I mean, it seems to be the same all the time. So I don't know if we're actually picking targets or just picking what we can get. Because, the actual window is coming to a point where it's going to close. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest with you. I know we've got a cracking striker. I know we've got a cracking winger in Brennan Johnson when he eventually gets his act together. But, I mean, he might be going as well. Elanga looks decent. You know, I mean, can you imagine if we go to Old Trafford and Elanga scores the winning goal? Oh, mate, how amazing would that be if Elanga scored the winning goal right at the end? That would be absolutely amazing. Early doors, stop copying us. Mate, you're copying us. It's not the other way around. Every time we look at somebody, you're like, oh, let's look at these because Forest are looking at. Get yourself a fucking scout network and stop fucking copying the apparently lowly Forest. Although, what you need to understand is we've got 2 European fucking championships and you've got 1. So stop copying us at the end of the day. And also, yes, Mama Flossie, you just pointed out that, yes, I do say end of the day a hell of a lot. But at the end of the day, I say it because at the end of the day, it makes sense to say at the end of the day. And that's why I keep saying it. As it goes on, as this like Premier League goes on, I tell you what, guys, I'm just going to say this. It's been an amazing week. It's been an amazing week for our whole community. We've done so many awesome streams between each other and together and all that kind of stuff, and everybody is jumping onto other streams and all that kind of stuff, and it's absolutely brilliant. This is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, when I dropped the group in Instagram and I created my own, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a community where we all, you know, move on to other streams and, you know, get yourself out there, go for it. Whenever you're playing against, I mean, I don't know who West Ham's next game is, but early doors, is it Brighton? I think it's Brighton. I think you said earlier. So get into some Brighton streams and just start saying things. And you might get the match preview and then you can work from that. Like I did yesterday with the United Therapy. And Nuruddin wants to, you know, have me on the next on the Forest preview, and that's pretty much all you have to do, and just keep moving on like that. And if we can find people that, you know, fit our actual standard of people we want in the group, you know, then, you know, we can build it from that. And I want Deji Spurs. I want him as the Tottenham fan because he gives Tony Claude some tremendous shit. So I think he'd be great to have in there against the Arsenal fans when shit starts going wrong. It'd be absolutely amazing, to be honest. Yeah, Brighton. Yeah. Then Luton. Yeah, I mean, get into some Luton streams, you know, and see if you can get on a preview with them and stuff like that. That's what it's all about. Just putting yourself out there. At the end of the day, that's how it works. I'm a what? I'm a Luton. I'm a Luton. Oh right, okay. Yes, thanks. Yeah, he sounds good to me. And as you said, it got you on other channels. Yeah, exactly. That's how you do it. I don't normally do it, to be fair. But, you know, I've jumped into a few and spoke. And if they want like somebody who does a preview channel or something like that, I don't know how many Luton channels there actually is out there. So if a Luton fan actually did that, then they'd probably get noticed by other channels even if it's just for a preview, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You do a preview and you get noticed by other people, then you've got every chance of getting somewhere from that. So, yeah, you just got to put yourself out there, man, and just put yourself about. And, you know, who knows where you'll go At the end of the day, I never even expected to do a YouTube channel and have people like going, "Oh yeah, I know." I mean, Deadly Spurs. Yeah, I know you're long-haired. Yeah, he's a real one. This, that, and the other. I'm just sat there thinking, how the hell do you know who I am? I don't know who you are. I don't know how you know who I am. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. So yeah, do it, man. Do it. I'm gonna try and get that ghost stream with Jez going on Tuesday night. I'm also gonna try and sort this D&D thing out, but I've got to sort that out with other people. I'm gonna carry on with the Baldur's Gate and all that kind of stuff, and just work through it really, and just see what goes on. But it's just fun. This is all fun. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it sounds good to me. And you say it got you on other channels. Yeah, man, do it all the time. I've read that twice. I know I have read that twice. At the end of the day, just do what you got to do, mate. Put yourself out there and get on the side channels, get on the League Gunner channels, and just make the best of what you are. That's the whole point of like creating that group and putting people out there. That was the whole point of it, and we'll see where that goes. Right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna drop the whatever it's fucking called. You can tell I'm getting drunk because I don't know what the fuck to say after so long. I'm gonna drop the fucking. Oh, I've got an itch on my fucking nose now. That fucking talk about a fucking unopportunist fucking itch on my nose. Right. Anyway, thank you everybody that's joined in, man. It's been awesome. Been awesome streams today. It's been absolutely brilliant. We've got the three amigos together earlier on, and it's always a pleasure, guys, to have any of you on, and any of you can come on that's in this chat. Any of you. If you want to have a chat, you want to discuss things and all that kind of shit, let's do it, man. 100%, let's do it. Right, okay, guys. I'm gonna drop the exit fucking thing. I don't even know what the fuck I'm on about anymore. Right, okay. I'm gonna go. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for joining. Always appreciated. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the buy me some fucking Stella Artois or wherever. Yeah, there you go. Later.
Oh, you are a bloody disgrace! Hey, Buzz! For missing the target from there, you want bloody shooting! Oh, it's crap. Oh, it's bloody rubbish! It's rubbish!
But how do you react though when someone, from your playing staff comes in and says, "Boss, I think you're doing this wrongly"?
Good. Well, I ask him which way he thinks it should be done. We get down to it, and then we talk about it for 20 minutes, and then we decide I was right.